Welcome to issue number 11 of Tokyo Spark. In this issue, we bring you an outsider's view of Japanese cuisine, Yakiniku versus Shabu-Shabu, a cool little Americana town in Iruma, castles in Chiba, and capsule co-working spaces. Let's get into this. Number 1, an outsider's perspective on Japanese cuisine. Now, I love this article. It could be titled something like Cultural Foodie Things That Puzzles Foreigners Visiting Japan for the First Time. And speaking of Japanese cuisine, make sure you're following along in the show notes or click on the link to go over to Tokyo Spark. Check out our full guide introducing over 80 different dishes to enjoy while you're in Japan. This article is a fun read where the author experiences dining in Japan and discovers some interesting peculiarities, such as eating soup with chopsticks. And yeah, I guess that is a little weird, isn't it? It's been a long time since I began eating soup with chopsticks. It's kind of second nature to me now. It feels weird when a restaurant offers me a spoon. Probably because I'm American and they probably think that my culinary needs are different. It makes sense. The Western culinary culture is a little bit different than Asian traditions. It's so interesting hearing other people's experiences, though, and I think you'll enjoy this article. Number 2, Yakiniku versus Shabu-Shabu. Now, this is a fun video with 2 YouTube in Japan personalities choosing their favorite between 2 choices. The video covers more than just Yakiniku versus Shabu-Shabu, and I happen to agree with pretty much all their selections. They do a lot of comparisons between things like Osaka versus Kyoto and stuff like that. And I pretty much agree with all of their decisions. Maybe it's just one of those things that, foreigners who have been in Japan long enough, they kind of gravitate towards the same things. Who knows? But, Yakiniku, come on. Yakiniku is definitely greater than Shabu-Shabu, for sure. But as they point out in the video, it does feel a little healthier when you're eating Shabu-Shabu versus Yakiniku. Watch the video, hang out with them. Check out their other parts of the video where they discuss the more versus comparisons. It's really good, interesting video. Some quick hits. Check out this little town in air quotes here. This little town called Johnsontown in Iruma, Saitama. Just a little bit outside of Tokyo technically, but it's close enough where you kind of feel like you're still in Tokyo. It brings a bit of Japanese 1950s Americana. I say Japanese, 1950s Americana because, it's like they took a snapshot of like 1950s America, kind of appropriated it to Japanese culture a little bit, and they have this little area that's just got these really cool little Americana things. I mean, you're probably not coming to Japan to go check out a little Americana town. I get it. But if you've been here for a while and you just kind of want to see something interesting, it's a pretty cool little area. And they've got a great burger shop. Go in there and check out the burger shop joint there. Chiba, just outside of the Tokyo to the east here, has some really cool castles to check out. And I recommend Otaki Castle if you want to get the more real experience. And finally, need a cozy space to work without interruption? Capsule hotels in Tokyo are retrofitting themselves into co-working spaces where you can have a nice little private place to do some work when you're downtown. It's a pretty cool idea. I think it's smart. And, due to the pandemic, they got to do something. And why not have this cool little private space to do work when you need to? That's it for this issue. I hope that you subscribe. If you're not, please subscribe. We deliver these to our readers sometimes, which means basically, as we've been publishing lately, something like every 3 or 4 days. And it's just us handpicking interesting content about Tokyo, Japanese culture, to help you discover things that we think maybe you might not have discovered on your own, and to help you enjoy this wonderful town or city and Japanese culture. And if you're listening on YouTube or podcast, please go down to the show notes and click on the link to follow along with this guide, with this issue, because we do provide links to everything and then makes it easier for you to make sense of everything that we're talking about in this issue. That's it. See you next time. Take care.